Alright guys, this is exciting. This is like 2012, 2013 Facebook video game hunting. Guy posted this Super Nintendo stuff. It's not a lot, but you know, it's like a Retron 2, Super Retron 2 or something. And then Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Virtual Bart, and like Chester Cheetah or something. And he's like, 35 bucks. And he's like, if you come pick it up tonight, I'll do 30. And I'm like, okay. So I'm on my way to get it. And hopefully someone else doesn't see that there's like Virtual Bart's like 40, 50 bucks. You know, Zombies Ate My Neighbors is like 40, 50 bucks. So by the time we just sell the console, we should be able to keep all those games for free. But yeah, the chase is on. This is the stuff we used to love, man. Just, oh my God, this is on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to go get it. And hopefully between now and then, somebody doesn't offer more. You know what I mean? So we got a little bit of a drive, but hopefully we'll get there. Okay, so here we go. It's been a crazy couple weeks. Bang Energy Purple Haze. I've been sick. Tyler's been a little sick, so we haven't been able to go out game hunting, you know, so we're trying to plan something, you know, this week, next week, something like that. But anyway, running out of time this week is what we're doing, because we're getting ready to negotiate a labor agreement at work. I'm on the negotiating team. I negotiate for the officers, so doing a lot of work for that. Just haven't had a lot of time. Mario over at Retro Tiburon sent me this tube in the mail. And inside is a poster for the Andy Sedaris movie Guns, starring Eric Estrada. I love the Andy Sedaris movies. They were, you know, 80s and early 90s, or sort of those like B-movie type movies. They're fun movies though. They're really, really good. I love them. I will put a picture of that like right here so you can see. But yeah, the Andy Sedaris collection is like 15, 20 bucks, and it's like 12 movies. So I don't know what you guys are doing. Why doesn't everybody own it? Who knows? Anyway, make sure this is straight, because it's not. Okay, still look pretty. Yeah, it's kind of fun doing a little Facebook hunting, you know, because when I live closer to the city, I could get anywhere in the city in like 20 minutes. So the second somebody posted something really good, I could message them. I can leave now. Boom. You know, I always have cash on hand just for that situation, so you don't have to stop. Because on Facebook Marketplace, it is absolutely ruthless. If there's a good deal and you're like, hey, I'll take this, 5 seconds later, so they're going to message you back and say, well, someone offered me more. You know? And it's like, God damn it. So the guy posted this stuff. He wanted 35 bucks for it. I asked him, I said, can I pick this up tomorrow, because I work downtown and it's like 10 minutes away from my work and I don't want to drive 40 minutes to get it. And he was like, well, I'll tell you what, if you can come pick it up today, I'll make it 30 bucks and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. For 30 bucks, I'll go get it. Whatever. So never fails. Get about halfway there. He's like, yeah, I just want to make sure you're coming. I'm like, yeah, I'm like 20 minutes away. Are you sure you want all this stuff? I'm like, 100% sure, bro. He's like, well, I'm getting other people that are asking me about it. And I'm like, here we go. Just wasted 20 minutes of my time and gas to drive. And he's going to tell me someone's going to give him $5 more or something. So I'm like, I'm 20 minutes away. I'll be right there. Don't do anything crazy. And I messaged him when I was 10 minutes away. Hey, I'm right now. I messaged him, hey, I'm right here. I'm outside, you know? So yeah, so it was like 35 bucks. He said 30. And I said, because you're holding it for me, I understand you got a lot of interest in this stuff. Super Nintendo games, you know, are real popular. But I said, you know, I saw you also have a Xbox 360 lot for sale. Can I just maybe check out some of the games? I don't really need the console or the controller. So he brought out Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. Now it's all like water damaged, and this is going to be thrown away. I'll keep the insert and resurface the disc, but I gave him an extra $5 for this, and I told him I'd pay him $35 for the lot because he held it for me. I think I get about 12 bucks out of that disc. So, you know, puts us at $28 for everything else. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's a Hyperkin Super Retron HD. Plays Super Nintendo games, but this is actually a pretty serviceable console. Hooked it up and tested it. Everything works great. Reset button sticks just a little. But this console does, you know, the audio video. It does HDMI. It's got, you know, 4:3, 16:9 aspect ratio on there. And you can select between the PAL and NTSC games on the bottom. So you can play Super Famicom, you can play Super Nintendo games, you can play like the homebrews. People are putting homebrews in here. I watched a couple of reviews. You know, it's 50-in-1 carts will play on here. And, you know, it takes a Super Nintendo controller. Came with a controller. Obviously, I had an HDMI cable laying around. So I just need to get another power cable. I only have one micro USB, but the controller feels all right. I don't know. But the thing is, like, I don't know if I want to keep this or not, because it would save a lot of wear and tear on my regular Super Nintendo consoles. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Keep it or sell it? Because I think I could sell this for like 25 bucks, and with this, that's like 37. So that basically pays for the whole day. All right. Got a couple Super Nintendo tapes in here. First one is Virtual Bart. I don't really know anything about this game. It's a game that I have complete anyway, so I'm just gonna sell this. And I was gonna save it for the trade show, but I don't know if you guys can see. That's sort of like a bubble right there. So the game sells for like 50 bucks. I think I'm gonna throw this up on my eBay store in this condition for like 35. So that'll definitely put us in the black on that. Chester Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. Comes up with this shit. It's actually in really nice condition, minus the yellowing, but that's about 20 bucks. And then the game I really picked a lot up for was a copy of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I would say overall, pretty good condition. It's got some little stains right there. Labels all intact. But I thought I'd just throw this in the box for the trade show. And then after the trade show, if nobody wanted it, then just flip it on my eBay store, you know. But yeah, so 40 bucks, got all that stuff. Should be able to make our money back no problem, and still have a copy of Zombies Ate My Neighbors by Konami left over for the trade show. Isn't that exciting? So I'm gonna hit some stores tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if Tyler's up for it, but yeah, that's what we got so far. All right, so we're gonna do a little Y2K collector style here, a little first-person shooter video game pickups. You can see I still have games from last time that are still sitting there, but all right, just running low on time, guys. Don't have time to set up the camera and do everything else, the lights. Found this Halo Companion DVD set. It was $1, still sealed, and that's a shame that during manufacturing it ripped, but I'll definitely just throw this in the box, bring it to the trade show, and I'm sure somebody that's a Halo fan, I can throw that in, make them happy. Croc 2 on the PlayStation 1 disc only. It was $5, but it was half off at the thrift store, so it was $2.50. Nice condition on that. Yeah. Just Dance 2020 on the Wii. This was $20, but again, it was half off, so 10 bucks for Just Dance 2020 on the Wii. You know, it's getting to be that time where all those late release Wii games, all those low print Wii games are going to start jumping up in price. And this is a game that, you know, because most of the other Just Dance games aren't great resellers, you know, they're like less than $10 games. This is something that might get overlooked at a garage sale or a thrift store by sort of a casual video game picker that just buys games and sells them. But yeah, Just Dance 2020 got this for 10. I have it listed on my eBay store for 40. And the reason I made it $5 cheaper is it's missing the precautions insert. Not that it came with a manual or anything, just came with one of those stupid precautions things. Win, lose, or draw on the Nintendo. When one of my earlier pickups, I picked up Star Force, and turns out I already had that game, so I took it back. Dave let me exchange it for another common game, so didn't have win, lose, or draw, and I didn't want to spend all day in the game store, so I grabbed that. This game, Remember Me, it's a Capcom game. People really enjoy it. They say it's kind of good. Jumped up in price during COVID and all the video game madness, but it's come back down. I got it for 10 bucks, so happy to add that to the collection. You guys know I just beat Super Valis 4 on the Super, and for whatever reason, thank my lucky stars, I had Valis 3 on the Sega Genesis for $35, but Dave gave me a $5 discount on that, so I got Valis 3 for $5, and my Genesis backlog is building, so very happy to have that. Very excited to play it after playing Super Valis 4. That was such a fun game. Also picked up this guy, Darth Maul. This is an Attack Clicks from the early 2000s. Most of them have black bases. This one has a silver base. I can't find a comp on eBay. But yeah, really cool. Bah, so that's what we got so far. All right, isn't that exciting? Going with peach mango tonight. So I went to thrift stores today and all I got was this stupid Bubble Bobble shirt for 99 cents. Just kidding, we got some stuff. You guys know I'm a huge Bubble Bobble fan, so had to get this for $1. Oh yeah, check this out. So a friend of mine at work, Andy, thanks Andy, was gonna throw away this box for his PS4 Call of Duty World War II limited edition. And he texted me and he said, hey, do you want this? I'm like, yes, please. But yeah, it's just a box. There's no console or anything in there. I figure, you know, if I ever actually get a game room where I can build a game room, I will throw this up for display. You know, it's camouflage, so it's not like anybody will see it, but hey. Yeah, well, oh, we get this Bubble Bobble shirt for 99 cents. You know, there's no big Bubble Bobble guy, you know. I was at Goodwill, found this for $2. This is stupid, I shouldn't have bought it. It is the Frisbee for Disc Dog for Wii. You put your Wii controller in there and you pretend to play Frisbee. They made so much of this Wii shit. Golf clubs and fishing poles, oh my god. You could probably fill a football stadium with all the plastic they use from those stupid Wii accessories. But there's someone out there that collects Wii that has to have all this crap in the box, and I'll be happy to sell it to you for $8.99. So, grab some media stuff today. I'm not going to show you everything. Grabbed like a sealed VHS. Already listed that on my eBay store. Grab Lamaze with Steve McQueen. So, very nice condition copy here. Paid up for it. Paid $2 at Goodwill. Their prices are starting to get a little crazy with media, but that's a movie I definitely wanted to watch. Anytime I find like the Disney DVDs and Blu-rays that are sealed with the slip covers and everything, I always just buy them because they're $1, you know. And then I usually find one or two to keep for myself. Today, check this out: Snowboard Academy with Corey Haim, Brigitte Nielsen, and Jim Varney. Ernest P. Worrell, captain of aerial tactics. So you had to resurface this. It took forever to resurface this, man, because it was just like there was a pit there and a pit there and a light scratch there, and it was just messing up the disc. But finally got it and watched it through. No hiccups, but yeah, Jim Varney, man, good old Ernest. All right, so I've been playing some games. I beat Batman on the Sega Genesis. Picked that up in the last episode. This is a weird game. Like, you can't, it's hard to find this in like mint condition, complete with the box and the manual and the inserts and everything. So it's like $100 or something. Retro Tiburon said he picked up a complete copy for $20. But I will say, out of the Batman games from this era, you know, the NES version, the Game Boy version, this one actually follows the movie, you know. So, but the bosses are kind of lame and the level design's not great. It's not as hard as the NES version. You are working with like a limited number of continues, but yeah, it's not a bad game. I would say it's I think Video Game Lover 58 really enjoyed this game. I liked it, but I think I gave it like a B or a B minus. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the NES Batman for sure. So, but who doesn't love old school Batman? At the I go to this place. It's called Sophie's Thrift Store. They have like a mountain of VHS, and every now and then I pop in there, see if they got any VHS movies that I want, because they're 2 for $1, you know, so they're pretty cheap. And they had some Wii games. They had like 3 or 4 copies of like Wii Fit, and of course I looked through all of them just to make sure there wasn't like a Mario Kart or a Wii Sports or something in there, and there wasn't. But they had a nice copy of Wii Play. Doesn't really go for that much, you know. It's like an $8-9 game, but it was only $1, so. Snag that, and if push comes to shove, it's one of those games that you can, you know, always bundle with a console. All right, so the last thing we got today, listen, when was the last time you walked into a thrift store and found GameCube stuff? It's insane, right? Like, so it happened to me today. I walked into one of my local thrift stores, and in their media section, and it's weird because they have a guy that works there. that has a booth down at the Buckeye Games and Flea Market. You know, so he knows about collectibles and video games, so he works there. I don't know how these got on the shelf, because usually they price their video games, you know, accordingly. I guess it's where I got Just Dance and Croc 2 earlier in the episode, but they had some GameCube stuff, you know. And so the first thing here is Jimmy Neutron. Again, it's complete with all the inserts and everything in there. Listed that on my eBay store, 99 cents. Yeah, there was a sticker on here, like a $3 sticker. It looked like it was from a garage sale. So somebody passed up on these GameCube games at a garage sale, and then they just donated them to the thrift store. And I got them today for $1. But the cases are in really nice shape too, which is awesome. I got kind of excited when I saw this one, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Unfortunately, there was no disc, but it does have the manual and the inserts and all that stuff. So I checked at my local store to see if they had a loose disc copy of this. They didn't, so I listed that on my eBay store. And then I was really surprised to see this one in there, F-Zero GX. I can't believe it's like an $80, $90 game. And it's complete with the manual, which is in really nice condition. And then it came with a precautions manual, of course, you know, the old don't stick your GameCube game in a toaster thing. And then it came with the insert for subscribe today and receive a free official F-Zero GX player's guide. So it's like some kind of offer in there. But yeah, really nice condition there. 99 cents. I don't know. I won't sell this. I'll probably bring this to the trade show and see if anybody wants to trade for it. If not, I was just thinking about F-Zero the other day and I kind of want to play this game. So yeah, $3 at the thrift store. Don't think that we did too bad. It was like, again, it was like one of those weekends where it was like, or a couple weeks where it was like, you know, 2015 all over again. You're getting deals on Facebook Marketplace. You're finding GameCube stuff at the thrift stores. I mean, it is just bonkers. Plus, I got this Bubble Bobble t-shirt for 99 cents. And you know I'm a big fan. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it. What have you been picking up? Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM Retro gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.